Okay, we're gonna find the solutions using completing the squared. Okay, so we have to memorize the steps. Okay, when you have the equation like this one, you can separate. Okay, this is we said the standard form, but these two terms is what variable terms, the other one is constant terms. It's gonna be separate. Okay, separate means what? This one move to the right. So you got this one, x squared plus 6x and equals 7. Okay, now we're gonna find what? Squared form from here. We know that the squared form looks like this one, x plus half of this number always, 3 squared, isn't it? So from here, we're gonna find these numbers. That's a squared form. When you expand this one, what you got? X squared plus 2 times 3 times x is 6x, and plus 3 squared is 9, right? Okay, so from here you can see it over here. So we gotta go back. So x squared plus 6x, we're gonna go back, put this 9, but that is not enough because we need one number 9 over here, right? Without this number 9, we cannot get these forms. So that's why we need to add a 9 over here, okay? How to find this 9? Already this number is what? Half of this number, which is 3. That's why 6 divided by 2 is 3. You know that 3 squared is 9, isn't it? This is 3 and square, that is 9. This is the form. You can add plus 9 over here. Not perfect. This one equal, right? Now you'll get these forms. X plus 3 squared. But when you add 9 to the left hand side, you're going to add 9 to the right side too. Now they are equivalent still. Okay, so finally we got this one. Left hand side, same with this one. X plus 3 squared equals 16. Okay, that's a squared form. Okay, alright. Now this is a complete square, right? So using this one, now you can find what? X plus 3. From here you can add what is that? X plus 3 equals what? You can use the square root, right? But when you square root, always there is the plus minus, isn't it? So plus minus square root 16 is 1 is positive 4, the other is negative 4, okay? Now we need to find the value of x. Okay, so we can subtract negative 3, and negative 3. When cancelled out, x equal 4 minus 3 is what? 1, and negative 4 minus 3 is what? Negative 7. That's the solution. Okay, but you gotta memorize the steps. Okay, we're gonna have some practice over here. Number 1 over here. Now tackle number 1. X squared minus 4x minus 21. This is already separate. At variable terms, left hand side, right hand side 21. That's just okay. Now we can start from here. But we need to find what? The squared form looks like this one, isn't it? X minus half of this number is negative 2, right? It should be already looks like this way. You can write down over here. But actually, negative 2 squared, when you expand this is negative x squared minus 4x plus 4, right? We're going to add a 4 over here, isn't it? We need a 4, then we'll get this form, right? Maybe you can write down this as first. After the negative 2 squared is 4, you can add 4 right there. But this is x minus 2 squared. Right inside is what? 21 plus 4 is 25, isn't it? That is completely squared. We said complete square. From this complete squared, we're gonna find x minus 2 value, right? X minus 2 is what? Plus minus 20 square root 25, right? So what is that? Plus minus 5. Okay? One is positive 5, the other one is negative 5. Now the value of x equals what is the plus 2 again, okay? We need to find the value of x. So x equals how much? 5 plus 2 is 7, and negative 5 plus 2 is negative 3. That's the solution. Okay, but we're gonna try some other irrational root. Okay, when you have this one, x squared minus 2x minus 5. Okay, the step 1. Okay, I'm gonna write down step by step. Step 1 is, what is that? Separate variable terms and constant terms separate. After that, set up the complete square, right? Half of this number is 1, isn't it? 1 squared. By actually 1 squared, we need to add 1 over here, right? Because when you expand this one, x squared plus 2x plus 1. Okay, to get this one, we need 1 there, right? We need 1. So you can add 1 to the right to have right equivalence. Okay, that is equals to how much? 6. It's okay? Now this is a complete square. We know that. This is a complete square. The square. Okay, that's fine. Using this complete square, we're gonna find the value of x plus 1. X plus 1 is what is that? Square root. Square root always plus minus, okay? That is what? Plus minus red 6, isn't it? This is a rational number, okay? So to find the value of x, you can minus negative 1, minus negative 1, okay? Always negative 1, rational number is equal to the first. So from here, x equals how much? Negative 1 plus minus square root 6. Okay, that's the answer. Okay, one more example. Okay, one more example. I'm gonna try number 2 there. Alright, separate variable terms, constant terms. Step 1 is what? X squared plus 8x equals 3. That's fine. That's already separation. Second one, you set up the right complete squared. Okay, so what is that? X plus complete half of this number always 4, isn't it? 4 squared. But this is actually x squared plus 8x plus 16. To get this form, we need what? Add 16 here, right? Now you get this one. Okay, because they are equivalent, isn't it? So when you add 16, you can add what? 16, same number to the right hand side. Okay, so finally, x plus 4, left hand side is a complete square, x plus 4, right hand side is what? 3 plus 16 is 19, right? Now make a square root. When you make a square root, this is always what? Plus or minus. So x plus 4 equals plus minus square root 19. Now you can minus 4 here, right? So the value of x is what? Negative 4 plus minus square root 19. It's okay. So I'm gonna try second number. This one is another example. We got the coefficient is 2 now. 2x squared plus 8x minus 3 equals 0. Okay. But just before, the coefficient is 1, but this is coefficient 2. When you have a coefficient 2, we gotta make 1 always. Okay, always the coefficient of x squared should be 1. Okay, so you need what? Divided by 2, divided by 2, divided by 2. Okay, so what is that? X squared plus 4x and negative 3 over 2 separate. Okay, positive 3 over 2, isn't it? Now let's make completing the squared. What is half of this number? Complete this square is how much? X plus 2 squared, isn't it? Actually 2 squared, this is what? X squared plus 4x plus 4. To get this one, we need one number 4 over here, right? You can add 4. This number is what is it? 4 divided by 2 is 2. 2 squared is what? 4, okay? Or you can use this formula, 4 divided by 2 and make a square. We got this number always. Or you can use this method too. Alright, now let's find out, okay? You can add 4 same numbers. Now let's find completing the squared. What is the square? You got already over here. X plus 2 squared equals 3 over 2 plus 4 is how much? 11 over 2, right? Okay, now we just got complete square already. This is a complete square. Now let's make a square root. X plus 2 is what is it? Plus or minus square root 11 over 2, isn't it? 11 over 2 you can make right simplify, okay? Times 2 over here, which is what? Plus minus square root 22 over 4 plus minus square root 22 over square root 4 is what? 2, isn't it? This is 2, right? After that, you can subtract negative 2 again, right? So what is that? X equals negative 2 is equal to the first plus minus square root 22 over 2. That's the right solution set. Alright? So we're gonna try one more times. If this is 2x squared. Alright, coefficient is 2. That's not good idea, okay? Coefficient of x squared always should be 1 to use what? Completing squared. So divided by 2. What I got? X squared plus 2x and minus 1 half equals 0. Now separate. X squared plus 2x equals 1 half. Separate. Now we're going to add some number, right? This number can be obtained by the complete square should be by x minus 1 squared, right? Already half of this number, we know that. But this one is x squared plus 2x plus 1, right? Or you can use it by formula 2 divided by 2 and squared. That is going to be 1. So you can add 1 to the right hand side. When you're the one, you got the same as this one, right? This one is a factor this way, x plus 1 squared. So x plus 1 squared is equals to what is that? 2 over 1 over 3, 1 over 2 plus 1 is what? 3 over 2, right? This is we say complete square. Okay? Now to find the solution, always you need square root. But this time always plus minus, okay? So x plus 1 equals plus minus square root 3 over 2. But the denominator cannot have a relation number to make a square times 2 times 2. That is what it is. Plus minus square root 6 over 2, right? Yeah, that's fine. Finally, you can subtract 1 both sides, okay? So x equals how much? Negative 1 plus minus square root 6 over 2. That's the solution, okay? That we set solution using what? Completing the square, okay? This is completing the square. Okay? I hope you understand this one, okay? Alright, thank you. Good luck.